the news, Wike fires Federal Capital Territory Administration heads of parastatals, agencies. We will bring in professionalism into legislation, Assembly Lawmaker Olawumi assures Kogites. President Biden appoints 2 Nigerians. In sports, Kogi reappointed Olawumi as chairman of Sports Trust Fund. This is the MLC TV Global News reaching you live from the city of Lokoja, the continental state of Nigeria. I am Joy Moses. Thanks for joining us. The Speaker of the House of Representatives, Obas Tajuddin, has officially declared 2 key seats in the Green Chamber vacant. This decision has prompted the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, to prepare for by-elections in the corresponding constituencies. The 2 electoral occupants of the seats were Tanko Sununu, previously a notable member of the House, who was appointed as the Minister of State for Education earlier in August. His recent appointment was made by President Tinubu and has seen Sununu shift his attention from legislative duties to his new ministerial role. Another significant figure in the House, Olawumi Ojo, has also transitioned to an executive role, now serving as the Minister of Interior following his appointment by President Tinubu. Both members have since assumed their respective offices, leaving their legislative duties behind. As per the Constitution, members of the House who take up other significant roles in the government should ideally vacate their seats to avoid conflicts of interest. Given this backdrop, the Speaker's decision is in line with procedural and constitutional norms. The Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, FCT, Nyesom Wike, has relieved the heads of parastatals, agencies and companies in the FCT administration of their appointments. The Director of Press in the Office of the Minister, Anthony Ogwumike, announced the development in a statement in Abuja. According to Ogwumike, the directive of the minister was with immediate effect, explaining that all the concerned officials were to hand over the affairs of their offices to the most senior officers in rank. He added that appointments into the offices will be made in due course. Below is the list of those affected. Those affected include Group MD and CEO Abuja Investment Company Limited, CEO MD Abuja Markets Management Limited, MD CEO Abuja Urban Mass Transport Company, CEO MD Abuja Property Development Company, among others. Pan-Yoruba's socio-political organization, Afenifere, has lashed out at former President Olusegun Obasanjo for disrespecting traditional rulers in Oyo State by ordering them to stand up and sit down at a public function. In a communique issued at the end of its meeting in Akure, Ondo State, Afenifere condemned Obasanjo's conduct and demanded the ex-president apologize to the monarchs. The communique, read by the publicity secretary of the association, Jare Ajayi, at the Akure residence of the Afenifere leader, Paruben Fashoroti, said the robust respect tradition institutions, demanding an unreserved public apology to Obas from former President Obasanjo. Olusegun Obasanjo some weeks ago asked monarchs who attended a road inauguration in Iseyin, Oyo State, to stand up and sit down when he and Governor Seyi Makinde entered the venue of the event, an action that has generated different reactions from Nigerians across the country. On religious matters, the governor of Kogi State, Yahaya Bello, has felicitated with Muslims in the state and around the world as they commemorate the birth of the Holy Prophet Muhammad. Peace be upon him. A statement by the Chief Press Secretary to the governor, Onogu Mohammed, explained that Governor Bello urged Muslims to draw inspiration from the profound wisdom, compassion and devotion to the well-being of humanity as exemplified by the Prophet. Governor Bello called on the Muslim community in Kogi State to embrace the spirit of unity, compassion, and selflessness that Prophet Muhammad exemplified throughout his life. While highlighting peaceful and secure society as a panacea for growth and development, Governor Bello called on all leaders and citizens to play their respective roles towards the overall peace, unity and prosperity of the society. Eid-ul-Maulud is a momentous occasion for Muslims worldwide, as it provides an opportunity to reflect upon the life, teachings and exemplary character of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. Happy Eid-ul-Maulud to all Muslims once again. Kogi State House of Assembly has vowed to bring in professionalism in the passage of budget and its effective implementation in every fiscal year. The lawmaker representing Mopamoro in the State House of Assembly, Jacob Sam Olawumi, disclosed this shortly after the inauguration of the House Standing Committee on Appropriation and Budget Monitoring. Olawumi, who is also the chairman of the committee, posited that the committee is responsible for the approval of funds set aside in the consolidated revenue funds of the state and financial responsibilities of the state policy, programs and services of the government to the citizens. According to him, the inauguration of the committee is a legislative process of commencing official activities of the committee that would engender legislative oversight, a function constitutionally reposed on the legislator as provided in Section 89 and 129 of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, 1999, as amended. He admonished his colleagues to deploy their wealth of experience and knowledge in discharging their constitutional duty for the common good of the state and towards achieving the desired goals of the legislatures in particular. Olawumi stated that with his wealth of experience in accounting and forensic audit, he is optimistic the 8th Assembly will not disappoint the people of Kogi State. On politics, two support groups, Avoyi Team for Ododo, in collaboration with the Aminat Daniya's Network for Ododo, had held a town hall meeting and offered free medical outreach to hundreds of citizens of the state. The event, which took place at the Glass House, Government House, Lokoja, had government functionaries, supporters, and well-wishers of Ododo in attendance. The town hall meeting with the team Ododo, the man for the job, was organized in show support for Ahmed Usman Ododo, candidate of the All Progressive Congress APC for the November 11th governorship elections in Kogi State. Our reporter has the detail.
After his emergence as the candidate of the All Progressives Congress APC for the November 11th 2023 governorship race in Kogi State, Ahmed Usman Ododo has continued to receive massive support from all angles as stalwarts and supporters of other political parties are decamping to the APC to work for him. The town hall meeting of the Avoyi Team for Ododo in collaboration with Aminat Daniya Network for Ododo was also an avenue to speak to the electorate on the need for them to vote for Ododo, as notable speakers and government functionaries took turns to address the people.
Alhaji Ododo Ahmed is a very humble man, very respectable man, highly intelligent. In fact, these are the qualities and many others that the governor have seen in him that made him to give him this support. And I want to believe that right from central to the east to the west will give him that support.
Apart from what we have learned under our amiable governor Yahaya Bello, as for the person of Ododo, Ododo is a kind-hearted person. Ododo is a giver. He is a giver. Even before this time that he has come up vying for this governorship position, I've heard a lot about him at the grassroots. I've heard a lot about him. How that he stands out in terms of giving and care for the people. What is the summary of what I am saying? If you vote for him and you canvass for him, and by the grace of God he comes up, It means he will have the people, the masses, he will have them at heart. It means he will care for all of us. He will care for us. He's a caring man.
We are equally saying thank you to him for giving us that capacity leader that will build on his legacy. We say we are grateful. At this junction, I am urging every woman and begging every woman to please shun the ethnic agenda and follow Kogi State agenda to make Kogi State a better place to live.
The reason why we need to consolidate on the achievement of our dear Governor Yahaya Bello. He has done so much for Kogites, and there is need for Kogi to align with the center. What we are doing in Kogi State today start from security. If not for the fact that Kogi aligned with the center, that is the APC at the center, we would have had that maximum support from the federal to curb the security challenges we experienced in the past in Kogi State.
That in his agenda for Kogi State, he has planned that good governance and all inclusiveness is his agenda. And this inclusiveness includes involving women in politics, empowering women, providing for their welfare. Part of his agenda is to ensure that the health status of Kogi State is taken to the next level. Because our governor, the people governor, has taken Kogi State health care to a level that is impeccable, that is second to none. I will tell you for a keep that in Kogi State, the type of hospitals we have here, you don't have it any other place in Nigeria. Built by no other person but by His Excellency GYB. The reference hospital in Okene is an international hospital. The hospital in Kogi is an international hospital, and the one in Badoko is also world class. The governor has transformed the hospital in Adiamba, and at the same time he has done the one in Solu. So he has, across the divide, east, central, and west, invested in the health care of the people, and the agenda of His Excellency to be Alhaji Ahmad Usman Ododo is to build on this. So he's coming into government to consolidate on the good governance that we've enjoyed so that he can carry it to the next level.
I want to use this medium to commend and appreciate His Excellency Governor Yahaya Bello, the most security conscious and workaholic governor of Kogi State, for his new direction in building the state into an industrial hub. Also, I appreciate him for believing in women and surpassing 35% affirmative action on women participation in governance. Please, a round of applause for our government, which have never been witnessed in the history of Kogi State before. And it is an evidence that when Ododo is sworn in, his administration will also surpass the affirmative action of His Excellency Alhaji Yahaya Bello.
The organizers, Avoyi and Aminat Daniya, said the victory of Ododo will bring more dividends of democracy to the people of Kogi State, and charged the citizens to cast their votes for the APC governorship candidate in the coming governorship election in the confluent state.
Our selective of Ododo and Joel is not solely barely on his handsomeness or the handsomeness of this deputy, but on their seasoned professionalism and innovative leadership. They have played important roles in restoring order to the state and public service and finances over the years. Although you may know Alhaji Usman Ododo as the state local government auditor general, his contribution to refining the state's policies have been invaluable. He is a silent reformer and a key figure in the new direction blueprint. He is poised to deliver even greater accomplishments once he assumed the office of governor by God's grace after the November election. According to our governor, His Excellency Alhaji Dr. Yahaya Adoza Bello CON, Usman Ododo is a well-prepared leader for governance.
It's what the person, our principal, the incoming governor, inshallah, Usman Ododo, did in my life. And I said, what other way can I use to thank him but to organize people together, tell them about him, tell them the benefit they are going to have if he's elected the governor of Kogi State, health-wise, among other things. And that the women, they should be sure that he will never forget them. Come out, prove yourself, support somebody. What you did not join people in cooking, you don't expect to eat. When you do the needful and the right person is there, and with this man coming in, he has a listening ear. He will listen to them. They should remember to be good citizen, because I'm sure if it's not good, the governor, His Excellency Yahaya Adoza Bello, wouldn't have chosen him in the first place to work with him, not to talk of recommending him to be our governor. So whatever you are doing, be good, because the world is watching. We are in global time now. There's nothing that is hidden.
The panel of discussants highlighted the person of Ododo, the man for the job. They unanimously declared that Usman Ododo, when elected, will consolidate on the present administration of Yahaya Bello's achievements.
Is loaded with all that you think is about Kogi. He's got the experience, he has everything, he knows much more than every other person as far as Kogi State government is concerned. So this man knows what pinches or itches the governor, or itches the local government, itches the state, and will fill in all those gaps where it needs to be filled as taken over from His Excellency GYB, because he's got the experience already.
How diligent and hardworking, and with all of those, you know that, oh, this leader that is coming would not disappoint the people. He definitely would deliver the dividends of democracy that is the yearning and aspiration of all the people to them.
That I'm sitting here with you today is all courtesy of Ododo. He took it up. It's a long story, but alhamdulillah. I came back from that Dubai. I said, I want to come and greet him. He said, no. Thank you. He said, don't thank me. I said, you said I should not thank you. Almighty Allah is going to give you a bigger thank you. Alhamdulillah today. He didn't know. He's the least person. I didn't even know he was there, but he's the least person we all expected to be choosing. It's Almighty Allah that chose him through His Excellency Yahaya Adoza Bello. Alhamdulillah. And when I started discussing with people, out of, let me say, you know, nobody is perfect. But out of 100 people that I discussed with, 80 told me their own testimony of what Ododo did without him knowing them. So the public perception about Ododo is, if we don't have him as our governor, Kogi State is in trouble.
The incoming excellency paid about 15 students' school fees through the incoming PA, which is Honorable Yakubu Fancy Adebenege. We are now able to come together, which is Kogi State Student Political Network, to form an alliance to work for the incoming governor of Kogi State, His Excellency Alhaji Ahmed Usman Ododo. Inshallah ta'ala, we are praying that Almighty Allah will see us through in this struggle.
Take a case of this nature up. You can now imagine what will happen when he becomes the governor.
And this story is actually not any different from the too many stories we've been hearing about how he's been effortlessly and selflessly reaching out to many who truly need help.
Yes.
Yeah.
Usman Ododo, when he gives with his right hand, his left hand is not aware of it.
Ododo is rich administratively because His Excellency, in his usual magnanimity, predicted that he is going to bring somebody from his own cabinet and appointed Ododo to be a member of State Executive Council. So with the experience that's acquired there, I have no doubt that we will not have the best governor in Kogi State. And there's no treasurer today in Kogi State, or there's no local government you go in Kogi State that our books of account are not up to date. is courtesy of Ododo.
The event, which had men and women benefit from the medical outreach provided, saw beneficiaries appreciate the group for their good gesture and promised to vote for the APC governorship candidate.
Well, they might say that he's not popular because he's not a talkative. He's not a noisemaker, but a silent achiever. He is. He's a very humble guy. He's a compassionate leader. Then what else? He's respectful. He has a listening ears. He's calculative, a very collective and calculated human being. So, if you know him, you know that he can go there. Yes, he can go there. He can step into the shoes of His Excellency Alhaji Yahaya Adozadele. Women are knowing now that it is good for them to participate, because if you build a woman, you build a nation. And if you want to empower women, this is how it will start. A woman will definitely come into politics. You can see what Alhaji Bello has done to our women. He has appointed so many women in his cabinet. So what else? Go to national level, you see President Ahmed Tinubu has appointed women too. Even younger women are serving the nation. So women are up to the task. For example, let's use Avoyi as an example. Honorable Billy Nuwongu has gathered all these women, all of us. So you can see the strength of a woman everywhere, in the house, in the offices, in the marketplace, you know, anywhere you think of.
The audience were not left in silence as the event was spiced with entertainment. I am Joshua Adinoy, reporting for MLC TV.
In less than a month before the Kogi state governorship election, Esther Abejide, wife of the African Democratic Party ADC governorship candidate, has held a town hall meeting with ADC women stakeholders across the 21 local government areas of the state to sensitize and canvass for support for the victory of her husband, Leke Abejide, in the November 11th poll. Esther, while at the ADC campaign office in Lokoja, the state capital, appealed to the women to support her husband's ambition for continuation of widow empowerment, Wike fees payment, participation of women in governance, among others. Our reporter has the detail.
Esther Abejide charged the women of Kogi to support the ADC Leke Omede ticket come the November 11th governorship election, promising that her husband will not disappoint women.
For us to be free from this hunger, we have to vote for the right person. And we have plans for women. We are going to be having a cooperative whereby you can borrow money to do your business. Afterwards, you return it with no interest. You return it so that another person can also use it and benefit. And for your children are not going to school, we pay Wike fees. We have been paying for the past six years now in our place. So by the time you vote for us, you are going to pay the Wike fees for your children.
She urged women and youth to get their PVCs ready to vote for her husband, the candidate of ADC. She expected victory come November 11th.
Arrangement to them is we should all try and get PVC ready, because without the PVC we cannot vote. So we need to go and get our PVCs, and so that we'll be able to vote for the right person, we'll be able to do the right thing.
The wife of the running mate, Fatima Omede, advised the women to take the campaign mobilization to the grassroots for the victory of the party candidate.
As you know, Kogi State is a place that elections are always very hard because of, we just want to create a peace. I want the youth children and women to be peaceful and vote ADC. Our mission here, the platform of ADC of Leke and Omedi, want to move Kogi State forward for the betterment of everybody.
Others who spoke at the event charged women to go back to their respective local government to sensitize and canvass for the party's victory and get the PVC ready to vote. Esther Abejide and her team visited two groups in Lokoja, Adankolo and Barracks group. In this group, she also sensitized and canvassed for votes. Jennifer Odimayo reporting for MLC TV.
The Edo State Secretary of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, Hillary Osu, has cautioned the party against fielding unpopular candidates in the 2024 governorship election in the state. Osu, who issued the warning in a statement made available to newsmen in Benin, explained that there is high political awareness among the electorate in the state, stressing that the PDP must field a popular candidate to secure victory. He recalled that most of the candidates fielded by the party in the 2023 general elections were unknown, which he said led to electoral losses in some constituencies. The party chieftain warned against the imposition of candidates, adding that the electorate was already watching the process. We go on a short break now. We'll be right back.
Malachite TV Online is here. For your timely and reliable news that reaches you fast with the breaking news, choose MLC TV. Get human interest stories right here on MLC TV with entertainment, sports, business, culture, tourism, and fashion news stories all featured on MLC TV. Not forgetting political and current affairs news, state and federal government and people's matters will be discussed regularly on MLC TV. MLC TV, your one-stop online destination for unbiased, accurate news, entrepreneur ideas, and youth matters to the rest of the world. MLC TV, reaching everywhere, informing everyone.
Welcome back. On the foreign scene, the President of the United States, Joe Biden, has appointed two distinguished Nigerians, Osagie Imasogie and Chineye Ogwumike, to the 12th Member Advisory Council on African Diaspora Engagement in the United States. The announcement was made through a statement released by the State House. The 12-member council, which will be chaired by Sylvester Scott Bayman, includes accomplished individuals such as Mimi E. Alimayahu, Rosalind Brewer, Viola Davis, among others. Pakistan's officials say more than 56,000 schools in the country will be shut for the rest of the week in a bid to curb a mass outbreak of a contagious eye virus. Millions of students are expected to stay at home from Friday after Punjab, Pakistan's most populous province, announced blanket closure, having recorded 357,000 conjunctivitis cases since the start of the year. Punjab Education Department spokesperson Zulfikar Ali told newsmen that the closure was announced as a proactive measure to give maximum protection to students against the infection. The fast-spreading eye infection causes redness, itchiness, and discharge from the eyes, and contamination can spread through hand contact as well as coughing and sneezing. Joy Dada has the latest entertainment news.
Welcome to entertainment segment. I am Joy Dada. In Africa, Balogun Olamileko Eletu, aka Sam Larry, a music promoter, is currently in police custody. He was arrested in connection with the death of Nigeria singer Mohbad. This was confirmed by Benjamin Hundeyin, Police Public Relations Officer, Lagos State Command. Larry was arrested at the Lagos airport upon his return to Nigeria from the United Arab Emirates. He is currently being detained at the Lagos State Police Command headquarters in Ikeja. The police are investigating the circumstances surrounding Mohbad's death. It is unclear if Larry has been charged with any crimes yet. The death of Mohbad has sparked outrage in Nigeria, with many people calling for justice. The police has assured the public that they are investigating the case thoroughly and that anyone found culpable will be brought to justice. And the foreign British actor Michael Gambon, best known for playing Prof. Albus Dumbledore in the Harry Potter movies, has died at the age of 82 following a brief struggle with pneumonia. The actor was born in Cabra, Dublin, but later moved to London in his early years. Growing up as an Irish immigrant, Gambon got his first job as an apprentice toolmaker. The Dublin star has done a lot of acting roles in his over 60 years career, from TV to film to theatre and radio. Late Gambon's career blew after he became one of the original members of Laurence Olivier National Theatre Acting Company in London. He later won 3 Olivier Awards for his performances in the productions of the National Theatre. Thanks for joining me. I am Joy Dada, reporting for MLC TV.
Thank you, Joy. And that is the size of our package. Do support us by subscribing to our YouTube channel, Malachi TV. Like and follow our Facebook pages, MLC TV, MLC TV2, MLC TV Yoruba, and Ibirabe MLC TV. Instagram, MLC TV 2021, X handle, Malachi TV, Threads, Malachi TV, and TikTok, Malachite_TV. For your event coverage, appearance on any of our programs, contributions, comments, advert placement, or sponsorship, please call or send SMS to any of our numbers displayed on your screen. Join Malachi TV online on weekends to watch our various programs. Saturday 7 p.m. Political Arena, Sunday 6 p.m. Women's World, and Monday 9 a.m. The Opinion. It is Malachi TV, reaching everywhere, informing everyone. Please be your brother's keeper to build a happier and better society together. I am Joy Moses. Thanks for watching. See you tomorrow.